how to set a Rainbird ESP timer. So this Rainbird timer, how we set this, you can see on a normal day, it will show what day of the week. You can see it's Wednesday, it's 8:38 a.m. and it says program A. So it does have several buttons up here, up, down, A, B, and manual start. And we'll go over all those one at a time. First thing I'd like to also show you, as you can see on the dial here, we've got Monday through Sunday down on the upper right through here. And then these are our stations, the different zones. Up here we have off, and then we have 100% the water adjustment, and then we have current date and time, we have day, hour, and minute, and down here we have our start times just below that. So first thing you do when you're setting this timer is you want to make sure the current date and time are correct. If it was time to fall back or spring forward, we're 8:30 and we need to spring forward. So we're going to turn the dial over here to the hour. We're going to hit the up arrow one time, and if you watch, it shows the hour on the clock, and it's now 9. We just spring forward, or did our spring forward change. So if we wanted days of the week, you come here, Monday's off. If I wanted it on, I just hit what's not now considered up or down is considered on or off. So that changes the days of the week to on or off. So if I wanted Monday on, we could just hit this button here, and it changes to on. You continue that all the way around for each one until you've got it set the way you want. Then you come down here, and again, I said we only have 2 zones. So you can see here that's zone 1, and it's set to run for 10 minutes. If I wanted to change that, now on or off doesn't make sense, right? So it'd be the time would go up or the time would go down. And I can change that time accordingly. Same thing repeated for zone 2. So there's shows in program A, zone 2 is currently for 10 minutes. If I wanted to change it again, up or down does that. And next we come down to our start times, and we can see here, I think our start times on this timer start right here at the top. Let's see here, real quick. Sorry, gotta get my old man glasses on. There's zone start time number 1. So you can see it starts the A program at 9 a.m. If you wanted a second time, you would put it in here. So you can come up again, up or down, would change that. So we typically want to come down, so that'd bring us down from midnight if I wanted a second watering time. So an example, you can see we come down from midnight. Maybe you want it to run at 10 o'clock at night, a second time, 9 in the morning, 10 p.m. at night. Let's say in the fall, when it's starting to get dew out, you want to get rid of that. Just come over here, take it the second time down here, and go up to midnight. Now, what's the A and B for? Let's say we had lawns and we wanted to water them twice a day, and drip, we wanted to water that only once a day. We could put the lawns in A program, come down here, give it a 9 o'clock in the morning start time, tell it to water every day except for Thursday when the gardener comes, and that would be zone 1, and it would water for 10 minutes, okay? And then in the evening, it would water again around 9 o'clock at night maybe, or 8 o'clock at night for another 10 minutes. So if we wanted to then do the plants, we could come down here, change from A program here, you can see we're in A, we'd hit the AB button, move to B program, come down to the first start time there, and we could tell the plants to kick on. If the lawns kick on at 9 in the A program in the morning and they run for 10 minutes, by 9:15 we could set up the B program to kick on using the up or down arrows here again, set them for 9:15 in the morning, so the lawns will be done. And we can have them kick on every day, Monday through Sunday, because we wouldn't care if the gardeners were here or not, wouldn't affect them, so that would be probably zone 2. So we wouldn't have zone 1 in there in the B program because we know that's lawn and that's going to be over in the A program. One position to the left of off. It says here water percent budget. Right now we've got it set for 10 minutes on each one of these 2 zones down. If it's going to be 113 degrees for the next, let's say, I don't know, 3 days, and then it's going to go back to regular weather, and change this to 150%, put it back to run to auto position, and now it's going to do the normal 10 minutes per zone that we told each one to do, the original 100%, and we've added 50% longer run time, so it'll add 5 more minutes run time to each. Now 2 days later, comes back to regular weather, we come back over here, we take the down arrow and we move that back to the normal 100%, put it back to run, and now they'll only water actually 5 or 10 minutes each, like they normally would do. The next thing you want to see on this clock is down here. You can see different schedules. We have custom, so if you wanted to make this change which days, like on your lawn watering day, every day but Thursday, you want to set that up for custom. However, if you didn't care and you wanted to just water every 2 days, you could set it here and it will supersede any of this. You can't choose these. This prefixed schedule would do it for you. So it'd be every 2 days, or you could water every 3 days or every 5 days. Beyond that, you have to do custom. If it rains, you turn it to off. The last digit will blink. If you want it to be back in run position, in the auto position, it would then go at 9 in the morning the way we have it set up. Now, if you wanted to go through and test your zones, you can hit the manual start button here, and if you watch the display, I'll hit that one time. It says 10 minutes and on goes zone 1. If I did nothing else, it'll run zone 1 for 10 minutes, shut off, and automatically go to zone 2, run it for 10 minutes, and then shut off because there are no more. If you wanted to test them, so let's say you wanted to check zone 1, you walk around, you check it, everything looks good, you can come back in here or have someone help you, and they hit this button again and go to zone 2, so you don't have to wait a full 10 minutes before you go check the other zone. When you're done, you hit it again, and it would go to 3, 4, and 5 if you had those, or 6. Here we don't have that, and again, so we're done checking them. We turn it off, and you can see it's blinking, so it is off, and then we go back to auto, and it's set back. One last thing I'd like to add when it comes to your Rainbird timer. If you ever come out and there's no display, it means the fuse is blown or the power in the outlet is no longer on. You can always check your outlet first by just unplugging the timer, plug something else in real quick. If it works, then you know the power is good. Then the next step would be to pull the bottom portion of the timer off, the little latch on there, and inside is a glass fuse. Remove that, and inside of the little latched faceplate that you took off on the backside is a new fuse. Pop it in and you should be back up and running. Usually an indication of a voltage spike of some type. Otherwise it would be a shorted solenoid or a cut wire that's coming into contact and creating a dead short. So reprogram your timer with the new fuse. If that works, you're back up and running, and if it doesn't, then it's time to do some other work. Thanks. Hope you liked our video today. If you did, I know it needs a little bit of work. We're kind of new at it still as far as programming. Please like, share, and subscribe.